Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenos días.
Hola, buenos días.
Soy Diana de spanishprofPH. ¿Cómo te sientes hoy?
Fenomenal. Estoy muy emocionado y muchísimas gracias por la oportunidad.
Qué bueno. Pues vamos a empezar. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Manuelito Castillo.
Gracias. ¿Y cómo se deletrea tu nombre, por favor?
It was at this moment he knew. He f***ed up.
Anak ng tinapa. Nakalimutan ko ng lesson sa Spanish alphabet. Ang grabe yun. Kapali ang masabi na. Bahala na.
Se deletrea con M-A-N-O-L-I-E-T-O.
Creo que debe ser M-A-N-O-L-I-T-O, ¿verdad?
Sí, tienes razón, señora.
Está bien. ¿Y el apellido también, por favor?
Se deletrea con K-A-S-T-I-L-L-O.
Debe ser C-A-S-T-I-L-L-O.
Sí, tiene razón. Gracias. Hola kabayan y bienvenidos a Spanish Prof PH. Soy Manuelito Castillo, tu profesor de español. Para po sa ating mga bagong viewers, welcome po. At para naman po sa ating mga returning viewers, welcome back and thank you so much. Kung hindi pa po kayo nakapag-subscribe, please subscribe na po kayo sa ating channel at sumama na kayo sa ating Spanish journey nito. Vamos, amigos! Alam niyo ba, yung napanood yung skit ay totoong nangyari sa akin. It was my very first Spanish interview and pinaghandaan ko na solid yung interview na yun. Kasi at that time, dalawa ng anak ko. And I thought, ito makakatulong sa akin para maitaguyod ko ang aking pamilya. So kailangan kong maipasa ang interview na yon no matter what. Subalit, nung moment na pinaspell ako ng name ko, well, not as exaggerated as the one you saw in the skit, but I felt exactly the same kasi I completely forgot the Spanish alphabet. And at that time, parang gumuho ang pag-asa ko na matanggap kasi sa mga unang tanong pa lang, sablay na kagad ako. Well, in the real interview, I remained composed though. And that is why, fortunately, naiptawid ko naman at nakapasa ako sa interview. At hanggang ngayon, nandito pa rin ako sa company na yon. But that experience taught me a very important lesson. That knowing is not enough. Mastery is key. Even the great Bruce Lee once said, I fear not the man who practiced 10,000 kicks once, but the man who practiced one kick 10,000 times. So noong nag-aaral pa ako ng Espanyol, and our lesson was about the alphabet, well, nakinig naman ako sa profesora ko, kaya nga may na-retain naman ako information sa utak ko. However, at that time, I did not really care to study it further. I did not really care to master it kasi I thought, pareho lang naman ng mga alfabeto natin. Halos pareho lang ng mga alfabeto natin. And I thought then that it was good enough simply just by knowing it. Well, how wrong I was. Therefore, I made sure to tell this experience to all of my students to inspire them to master the alphabets as soon as they learn them. Para hindi na rin mangyari sa kanila ang experience ko, especially during the interview. And now, I'm telling you all too. Another importance of mastering the alphabet is that it is essential sa word building. Sabi nga sa kantang Amazing ng Aerosmith, you have to learn to crawl before you learn to walk. So, bago tayo matutong magsalita ng Espanyol, pag-aralan muna natin ang mga words ng mga sentences. Pero, bago tayo magsimula sa mga words ng sentences, magsimula muna tayo sa mga letters and sounds of the Spanish alphabet. Entonces, vamos a empezar. The English alphabet has 26 letters. The modern Filipino alphabet has 28 letters. We have 27 letters in the Spanish alphabet, or abecedario, excluding the digraphs. What are digraphs, you might ask? Digraphs are two-letter combinations that have one sound. The 5 digraphs are CH or che, double L or ella, double R, GU, and QU. But I will explain this in details in our next video. But for now, we're gonna focus, or we're gonna learn how the abecedario is officially named and pronounced by the Royal Spanish Academy. Vamos! Since 27 letters ang abecedario, sakto kasi we can make 3 groups of 9. And we are gonna have an interactive exercise here for active learning, not passive learning. Okay? I'm gonna read the first 9 letters twice, and then you're gonna repeat them after me. Okay? Let's start. So we have A de árbol, A de árbol, A de agua, A de agua. Muy bien. By the way, de is a Spanish preposition which means of or from. Therefore, when I say A de árbol, it means it's the letter A of the word árbol, which is tree in English. ¿Está claro? Vale. Bueno, vamos a continuar. B de burro, B de burro, B de bebé, B de bebé. And now we have la C. C de cero, C de cero, and C de casa, C de casa. You might be wondering, bakit dalawang sounds ng letra C? Isang sound para sa cero at isa namang k sound para sa casa. Well, don't worry. La letra C is very, very special, you know? And we're gonna have a separate discussion about this letra C. Everything will be discussed in the upcoming videos. But for now, let us focus on the official name and official sound of the name of the letra C. Vale. So, kung gusto nyo maging sounding Castellano or Castilla, then we have to pronounce la letra C with an unvoiced TH. Like when we say thanks, thought, thing. Or, kung gusto nyo naman, kung mas madali, gayahin na lang natin si Coco Martin or si Iron Mike Tyson. But, kung hindi nyo kaya magpisi or mabigas yung sound, then I simply suggest to use the S sound. Like when we say Cebu, Sabao, Nueva Ecija. Okay? So, it's either C, like how central and northern Spain would say it or would pronounce it, or C, like in all other Spanish regions, like Latin America. Okay? Continuemos. D de dedo, D de dedo, D de dinero, D de dinero. E de enano, E de enano. E de estudiante, E de estudiante. F de familia, F de familia. F de filosofía, F de filosofía. Muy bien. Now we go to another special letter. This is pronounced as G de general, G de general, and G de gato, G de gato. So like the letter C, the letter G has 2 sounds also. Number 1 is G, G. It's similar to when dudura tayo. Something like that. So, he. So that's why I call this the hawk to a H sound.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
And number two, kung ayaw nyo naman bigkasin yung he, well, you can simply use the voiceless H sound. So it's like when we say general, Holen, Helen. Okay? So it's either he or he. It's okay. Now we have H de hola. H de hola. H de hospital. H de hospital. Remember, H is always silent. Okay? Alright. And the last of this first group is la letra I. Now, la letra I has three names. It's either I de latina, or I de punto. Okay? I latina, I de punto. So, we have I de iglesia, or I latina de isla, I latina de isla. Muy bien! So, let's recite them one more time. The first group, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Your turn. Muy bien. Vamos a continuar. So we continue with the second group. The first of this group is la letra J. J de jamón. J de jamón. J de jabón. J de jabón. So the letter J is exactly like the letter G. It is pronounced two ways. Number one, J, with the hawk to a H sound again.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
And the second way, J, with a voiceless H. Like when we say Hokage. J. Okay? The next is la letra K. K de kilo. K de kilo. K de karate. K de karate. Now take note, although la letra K is part of the abecedario, but it is mainly or it is normally used sa mga loan words or sa mga hiram na salita from other language, like karate. And we have L de león, L de león, L de limón, L de limón. M de madre, M de madre. M de madera, M de madera. N de nariz, N de nariz. N de naranja, N de naranja. Ñ, the letter that is not included in the English alphabet. Ñ de muñeca, Ñ de muñeca. Ñ de piña, Ñ de piña. O de oso, O de oso. And O de ojo, O de ojo. P de pan, P de pan. P de paraguas, P de paraguas. Q, not Q, Q de queso, Q de queso. Q de 15, Q de 15. So, one more time, the second group. J, K, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q. Your turn. Muy bien! And now we go to the final group. Let's start with R de ratón. R de ratón. R de regalo. R de regalo. S de sapo. S de sapo. S de 6. S de 6. And now, the next letter kung saan ako nagkamali during the interview. T, not ete. Okay? T de tomate. T de tomate. T de toro. T de toro. U de uva. U de uva. U de universidad. U de universidad. Now, this next letter is very interesting. Very interesting. La letra B, also known as V. B de vaca. B de vaca. V de ventana. V de ventana. Notice something? Yes. The letter V and the letter B are just exactly the same in pronunciation and sound sa Spanish. In Spanish, there is no V sound. Again, in Spanish, there is no V sound. How we pronounce and how we were taught the whole time during our English classes, that letter V is pronounced as V, like very, vulnerable, vocabulary, vitiated. But in Spanish, it is something that we have to unlearn. Take note, walang V sound sa Spanish. Okay? You know how the letter W is like two V's or two U's. So, ganun din ang pag-pronounce sa name ng W sa Spanish. We have B doble or V doble. And in some parts like Colombia, Central America, Mexico, they call it doble U. Alright? So we have doble B or B doble, doble V or V doble, or doble U. Now, take note, ang doble B or doble V, katulad ng la letra K, although they are part of the abecedario, they are mostly used sa mga loan words or sa mga hiram na salita. Therefore, we have doble B de wifi, doble B de wifi, doble V de whiskey, doble V de whiskey. So, we only have like 3 left. So, we continue. We have X de México, X de México, and X de xenofobia, X de xenofobia. Y or Y de yate, Y de yate, Y de yema, Y de yema. And the last letter of the abecedario, la letra Z, la letra Z. Z de zorro, Z de zorro, Z de zapato. Z de zapato. The letter Z, or la letra Z, is similar to the letter C, or la letra C. They can be pronounced two ways. Number one, with the unvoiced TH sound like thanks, thought, or thing, theta. Or simply with the S sound, zeta. So let's repeat the third group. R, S, T, U, B, W, X, Y or Y, and theta. Your turn. Muy bien! Muy bien! And to summarize the importance of mastering the Spanish alphabet, number one, from the skit, we already realized that mastery of the alphabet is essential to spell one's name or any other words for that matter, especially during the Spanish interviews. And number two, mastery of the alphabet will also help you a lot at work, as we always spell, especially when talking to Spanish customers. Number three, it is most essential also, especially when your work is dedicated to responding through chats or emails, or kung nasa back office work setting ka. And the last, number four, mastery of the letters and their respective sounds will help you a lot in the upcoming lessons about word building. So there we have it. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you all in our next video for our lesson 2, the Spanish digraphs, a complete guide for beginners. Adios. Hasta luego.